So we're going to start with that crisscross action. What's the first thing I need to do is make sure her hair is covered. Because, you know. And I hit record, by the way. I did. Mm-hmm. Hi. I'm the one that's going to be watching this later anyways, I'm sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Love you.
Hello. That's so nice. I'm going to go, oh, Claudia.
Hey, I love you, Natalie. I miss you, Natalie.
Oh, you're so sweet. All right. So how do we start? So what do we remember? What's the instruction? To crisscross.
Crisscross.
So what's the best way you're going to be able to explain how to do this? Right hand, left hand, and you don't want to teach them both at the same time. So which one do I want to teach first? The cross, right? So we're going to go all the way over to cross the one shoulder, and then you're only going to come back to half. And here. Perfect. And what's the rounds? 3. Why?
Introduce, set,
Right? Introduce, memory, set. Okay? That's why it's so important. Now we can bring that right hand over. So now you break with that right hand action, and now we get them to start working, figuring out how to do it with the left. So what we're going to start at one side, and we're going to bring it over to the chin and across the mandible. It's just a nice back and forth. Now when you get really good, when they're super noodly, you literally will be turning their whole head. Because by then you've done lots of stuff in the facial. The client's pretty limber by now, okay? So let's try to put the two together. Your confidence level, you think you can, do you want to do one more time separate? Thumb up, thumb down, ups are good, that you're ready to go? Okay, let's go together. Right hand, right shoulder, left hand, left mandible, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and across. We're gonna go 1, halfway, 2, and 3, okay. See how awesome you are. Let's do that transition. So we're going to flip it. So bring them back to center. And I just kind of do like that. Boom. Do you see how smooth that was? I'm so smooth. Okay, very smooth, huh? I can talk like that too. Throw an accent on, anything goes. Huh? Okay, so left hand, left shoulder, right hand, right mandible. And we're going to come first with that left hand all the way over there. Get them to practice that left hand, get that fluidity there. Bring it back to start point. Practice the mandible part. Right. And now let's try to do it together. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. 1, 2, and 3. And now find your rest point. Gorgeous. How hot do you think you are? Can you do the whole thing? Let's do it. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful transition. Swap sides. Gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, and rest point. First zone. Follow it. So when you're teaching, you have to make sure you have to give them the direction, where you begin, how you end, until it starts to come together and they're doing it naturally. Start point is always at the base of the nose. Follow with your index finger, you're going to find that sweet spot with a little pocket. It's a beautiful curve. So if you start in that pocket right at the bottom, and then do your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one. Okay. And I believe most of you should have this one down pretty good. I thought this is more for me was I want you to be able to teach this stuff. Right? Because we're asked. So we're consistent. Beautiful hands. I can see all of you from here. This is gorgeous. Who's having is anybody having any struggles with this? You're getting the movement. How's the flow? Looks pretty good. You're feeling confident. It's nice, isn't it? Our models are like, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. So it's very important that when we're here, so then I'll take you to the next level in the knowledge end of things, is that when you're doing it, so we want to make sure we're not just gliding, because then it ends up doing this one, which is also very good. It's just it's a different move. So what we're doing is intention and lifting in the muscle. So you almost feel like the muscle underneath, versus when we're working, it's more of a circulation one, okay? So you can still do both, but just change it up when you're teaching one versus the other. It's like, we do all these beautiful ones we did in school, okay? Now we want to get a little more specific and directional. So that's the first one. Where's the second one? It's going to be in here, right? So all of you felt that as my instructors now, my teachers that are up in the front, right? So we want to make them smile like, yummy, 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 hi, I love you, okay? See? The pleasure smiles, they're happy. We want them to be happy people, right? So we go to up, and then your 5, this is why it's really great, is because we can come across here and fit in that little pocket. So it's all very intentional in this area. Got that? And it's interesting, sometimes you might even get crunchies. Like you're in here and you get that like that. That's adhesion. It's from the repetitive motion of the muscle always moving and moving, and it's sticking and it's sticking and it's sticking. You get full body massages to work out all those sticks and all those adhesions. And what happens sometimes, we see those hot spots. Right? What is the hot spots? What's actually happening when we start to see that? Yeah, which is also the release of what acid?
Lactic acid.
The lactic acid. So that's why facial massages, even if you never do paprika, you're generating blood flow and high energy, that sometimes the cheeks get really hot and like super pink, and that's why, and you'll see it always happen in this heavy pocket. And you'll be like, oh, no, it's the lactic acid. It's like having a good workout. You went to a massage therapist and she starts working on you and you get those warm spots. The face is going to do the same thing. Okay? So we're going to go over and this way. The next one in is going to be the deeper. She's already soft. Remember how it was a lot more tight when I first started? I was like in, now she's just like, it's good. She could be like, I gotta dog anymore. Right? You can have so much fun. Have fun. Okay. And that's this one here. And then remember, what was the one thing I wanted you to be conscious of to finish? We want to make sure we always occasionally just do a little, is the lymph. Indications that they're blocking up. Does anybody know what those signals are? You can see some puffiness. Yeah, the pooling effect can happen. What else? What are some signs we might see in the facial that we know we better start doing a little bit of drainage? It's the swallowing thing. They'll go, they're trying to, the body. And the other is yawning. Like that. There's that the body is actually physically signaling that I gotta do something about this. So all you need to do is look for, if you see that, stop. My thing is I just stop and I just take a minute and I take time to do some lymph work. Going down towards, working the channel here and this way. So then all of a sudden, and then they're relaxed. I'm like, okay, that's better. And everything is starting to move. I can continue with the massage. And this may occur at any point in time within the facial protocol. Because remember, we are intention. This is our empathy. This is our time. We listen. We're listening at a different level. We may not be listening to words, but we listen to tissue. We listen to action that's happening. We're very connected to notice these things, that the client doesn't have to vocally ever say anything. We should be able to pick up on these important, especially when we're working at this level of intention in massage. It's actually our responsibility to make sure we know this. Okay? See, there she's coughing on me now, probably because I just pushed the crap out of her here. I know that I say that, right? So now I gotta fix it. Now, where would you have to be conscious of doing touching the lymph? Yeah, it's breast cancer. So, what's the risk? Yeah, it's actually lymphedema can happen. And lymphedema is the swelling and the fluid in the arms. So if they've had a breast removed or they've had a lump done and they've had, because usually what they'll do is they cut the surgery and they'll remove a node, right? So those of you with me earlier today, they'll remove a lymph node. So you need to know which side, and if they've had a port too, sometimes there's those where they've done the chemotherapy and stuff. So they might be a port on one side and they might have had the cancer on the other, but the lymph's removing. The side the nodes were removed, always work your lymph out to the other direction. Okay? You don't want to go back into that area where the nodes were, because that's what's going to cause the lymphedema, and then you're going to get that weird swelling that can happen, and it'll have it for life. It only takes one time to trigger it. So if we're doing massages, especially with lymph, we have to be very conscious. So if they've said that they've had it. Next would be the palm. Okay? Balm diggity balm. Hyperextended is firm. Relaxed is like a cushion. Right palm across the top of the left brow. So remember how this felt? That nice pressure. You're going to go straight up on almost like a diagonal, just a slight one, and then over. And same with the other side. Okay? Like I said before, when you're teaching and they're new at it and they feel clumsy and they're trying to do hands, it's okay. What can you do? What's the compromise? Do I have to do both hands all the time? No. Let them know that. There's the choice and control. Remember when we were talking about lessons in adult learning? That's a choice. You can either do it this way or you can do it that way. That's a good way to give them that choice as an adult learner too. So you want to keep that in mind. So 1 and 2. And this one also shuts up your chatty Cathys, right? That heavy pressure. And what's one we're going to do right after this? Do you remember? The double hula. The double hula. And all we're going to do is we're going to go over the 1, the 2, and then the over. 1, 2, and over. Okay? How confident are you to do it from beginning to end? And go 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful transition over. 1, 2, and 3. Find your entrance. And just a beautiful, I always come up and I come in and meet right in the center. Find my sweet spot and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch down to the sumo. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. The deep one that's in that middle here. Remember, this can be tender. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do a beautiful exit just to encourage that drain, just to make sure we're on track. A nice press across. Beautiful. Follow back up again. Get into placement and ready. Palm on. Right palm, left eyebrow. Hula over to one side. Do the other. I'm going to do this 3 times. That was round 1. Round 2. Round 3. Beautiful. Let's double it up. Hula 1 and 2. Number 2. Over. 1 on 2. Gorgeous. Almost there, ladies. Good. One more time. And we get right on nice in that brow area and then over nice and smooth. Watch your pressure. Don't push too hard. Don't want to crack them open. Okay. Awesome. Now there was the lifting that you can do as well. So remember not to separate the metacarpals and phalanges. You want to have them nice and soft. Stay quite relaxed. I don't want to be stiff like a board. I want to be nice and smooth. And then when I come up, Remember, we're looking at them as the rings in a tree. Age, more rings. So I want to lift out the rings, line in opposite direction. So we go up, and I just turn with her and go this way. So it's a beautiful, nice, soft. She's like totally surrendered here to like we were. Okay. And speed, slow, fast, it's okay. Just remember that if you're going to be going fast, that it feels good and not rushed. Because speed can give the intention that you're in a hurry. So you might want to do some movements quickly. Slow it down. Bring it, take a breath. Bring it slow. And this way the client's not going to go through that feeling of anxiety, like she's really just trying to get me out of here. Because it will happen. Because it's happened to all of us. We know there's a feeling of rush. You're like, why am I here? Sorry to bother you. Right? Sorry to give you my $150 for this hour, and you're in a hurry because you want to go on a date later. Sorry to bother you, right? You don't want that. Every client should feel just as awesome as your number one at 9 in the morning and 5 should be the same. Your energy should be the same. So hopefully some of these movements and energy will keep that capacity there for you. Alternative here again. Yeah, you could go beautiful. Do use your palm. Get in there on this side. It's just another way to do it that's not as aggressive or as invasive.
Is it easier to do the palm from the front?
Which way?
Forehead.
This way? Well, you kind of from here. I don't know where to go, right? But from here, I can work in a motion, which you can do from the front. You know what? I'll come back to that at the end. Don't let me forget. I'm going to show you a move from the front. Okay? So we have 1, right? And then 2. And then we go right into the center. 1, 2, and 3. Awesomeness? What's next?